It's imperative that you have a visa if you are not from Nigeria, okay? So you're planning your Detty December trip and you're looking for where to find the right information. Well, as somebody that has lived here for 2 years, I'm gonna tell you guys what you need to have the most spectacular time during Detty December. So for the next 12 weeks, I'm gonna get into everything that you need to know about Detty December. Hi, my name is Saftey, or No Shade. I'm an artist, songwriter, entrepreneur, and content creator. I've lived in Nigeria for about 2 years, and it's been amazing. It has its ups and downs, obviously. I decided to create this series because when my friends come here, they always ask me, what do I do? Where do I go? What can I eat? What should I do? What should I do? I say, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and just drop the gems for you guys, because when I got here 2 years ago, I really didn't find as much information as I wish I would have when I got here, and I figured why not share the information that I've learned. So let's get into it. Our first topic of this series is going to be flights and planning. If you're planning on coming for December, best time to buy your tickets was probably a couple months ago, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not too late. If you're still trying to come this December, start looking for tickets now, okay? Because tickets obviously will go up in October, in November, and in December. So if you're looking to fly here, go get your tickets now. Best airlines from the US, for me, that I personally like to take now is Delta. They have a one-way flight from Atlanta to Lagos, and obviously back. The other airlines that I've taken are Turkish and Qatar Airlines. I love those airlines because they do usually have a more lengthy layover, but their airports are beautiful. When I flew Qatar Airlines, I stayed at I didn't stay, but I went to one of their lounges. They had a pool, they had massage, they had a shower. Alrighty, and it was really nice. Turkish has a 1-day layover, so it gives you an opportunity to explore Istanbul while you're there. So there's a couple options that you can take. So let's talk about airports and what to expect. Now, the Lagos airport that you'll be flying into is the Murtala Mohammed Airport, and is on the mainland. So that's another thing that you need to know, the difference between mainland and island. There's a difference. You're flying into the mainland before you most likely get driven down to the island, where most likely your Airbnb will be. And the airport can get very hectic. So just make sure that once you get off the airplane, you have all your belongings, you're keeping track of everything that belongs to you. You have your passport ready, you have your visa ready. We'll talk about that down the line, and you're good to go. Now, when you get off the airplane, there's a couple different lines that you might go through. If you have dual citizenship, you'll go through one line because all you need is your green passport to get into the country. If you are not dual citizen or you don't have a Nigerian passport, you will need a visa. You can get an e-visa online, or you can get a visa on arrival. Visas are usually good for 30 days, and you can extend if you need to. It's imperative that you have a visa if you are not from Nigeria, okay? Okay, let me just let you know. And when you're leaving, they will check to make sure that you didn't overstay. You're welcome. They are serious about that. So make sure you get your visa and stay for the extended time that is on your visa. Let's jump into packing and just a couple things you should take with you on your way here in your carry-on. When you first get here, one major thing that you will notice if you're from the US is that all of the ports are UK-based outlets. So for your chargers and all of that electronic stuff, you're gonna need an adapter. So make sure you pack an adapter on your carry-on, as well as a battery pack, because sometimes you don't even know how long you're gonna be somewhere, and because traffic can take forever, trust me, power banks are essential. In addition, make sure you have some cash with you, dollars, pounds, whatever, just enough to exchange in the airport, so you have something to go along with you. as you get into the country. Local transportation planning. Now, when you leave the airport, there's a couple different options. There's Uber, there's Bolt, there's InDrive, there's taxis, there's personal drivers. Before you even get here, you should kind of think about how you want to move around. For some people, they already have people here, so they don't have to think about that. But if you're going here solo, if you just don't have anybody to call, those are a couple things that you need to think about before you land. And I will talk about car services in another video. Keep that in mind. Safety and smooth traveling. What I like to do when I come to Nigeria, which is getting a lot better now as far as safety and your luggage, I used to wrap my luggage around like with saran wrap. Yeah, that's what a lot of people used to do, but now it's getting a little bit more safer. One thing I would suggest you do is definitely lock your suitcase with a lock before you come here. Make sure you have everything, like you are keeping accountability of all your stuff at all times, because things can easily go missing. Those are my safety tips for now. We'll talk about safety again in a whole nother video, but for now, these are just the fundamentals. Those are kind of the basic things for flight and planning. I didn't want to make this intro too long because I don't want to scare you guys and make y'all think like to do all of these things and it's gonna be so hectic. Not gonna be hectic. I'm just trying to lay the foundation for you guys to kind of know and prepare for Detty December. It's a different travel experience, but once you get all of the groundwork done, you're gonna have the time of your life. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and like and comment, because next week we're gonna be talking about where to stay, Airbnbs, and all of that jazz. And make sure you share with your friend. I will see you guys next week. Oh, and also I will be having an ultimate guide of places to eat, places to shop, places to do your hair and salon and all of that, coming soon in November. So if you want to pre-order, go ahead and leave a comment below and just let me know, and it will be yours soon. See you next week.